So excuse our informality, we just came in from the garden. But we wanted to let you know that Justin Bieber's fan site was fined $1 million for violating COPPA. It's an EVERLOOP.com co-founder Hilary DeCesare. I want to say DeCesare because it's very Italian. Yes. And she's joining us right now, and she's going to teach us what we as parents need to know about COPPA, and we want to welcome you, Hilary, to our show.
Thank you. Why was this site fined?
Well, they were putting personal information, collecting it, of kids that was basically around cell phones and addresses. And again, if you think of personal information, that would include your first and last name. It would include anything that's relevant to you. So this law, COPPA, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, was first out there in April of 2000. And if you think about that, the law has not been changed for 13 years, yet technology has exploded.
But wouldn't still the protection be there? It's just the way, the way they get the protection, but through technology?
Well, the main thing with COPPA is that you have to get parental permission if you are going to ask for any personal information out of kids under 13, and that's what they weren't doing.
Well, how do they prevent the children from actually lying about their age? Is there technology to figure out how they're doing it?
Well, there isn't technology to say, are you lying or are you not?
Right.
What you have to do as a brand now, starting July 1st with this new law, is you have to make sure that if you have any kids' content, if you are asking kids to put any photos of themselves, if there's any voice on any videos of these children, you must get parental permission. Have to. And so that's why it becomes important that you have to make sure that you know what your children are doing. And that's why there are sites like EVERLOOP.com, because that's where you get the parental permission from the second the kid comes on. And then as a parent, you have peace of mind knowing that EVERLOOP.com is protecting and connecting the kids.
What can they do with the information of, say, the child's birth date or whatever other information can be out there?
Well, the thing is, there's things called data mining that can happen, and you've heard about them on some of the other social sites where, you know, your image is being put into an advertisement without you saying yes or no. Well, imagine a child lies about their age to get on these sites, and their image is the one that's now selling a product. Well, as a parent, and I know that you have 2 kids, the last thing you want is your kid's image, you know, really being out there without your permission. And so that's really the key, is to make sure that you put your kids on sites that are meant for them.
When we come back, Hilary's going to explain what happens if this law, COPPA, is violated and what you can do as a parent. So don't go away.
We don't want $1 million fine.
Yeah, I know, right? Wow.
And we are back with EVERLOOP.com co-founder Hilary DeCesare.
So tell us how this website, EVERLOOP.com, protects our children.
Well, keep in mind that kids are getting older, younger, and they have all this great technology coming at them, and they're demanding access to it. They want to upload photos. They want to upload videos. They want to express themselves. So on EVERLOOP.com, we give them the right to do that, but then we also allow parents to have peace of mind, because they can go into a separate area, which is the parent's dashboard, and if they see a picture that they don't approve, they can automatically take it down. So for instance, my daughter Rosie ended up putting a picture of herself in a bathing suit, but it was a light pink bathing suit. And when I first saw it, it took me by surprise. I looked at it and I said, what is she wearing? Or is she wearing anything?
Sure.
And so I automatically took it off, and it was removed from her posting. Well, she came to me and said, what happened? And it gave me a chance to say, hey, let me tell you what I saw in this picture.
Right.
She was mortified. And said,
Right.
How could I ever do that?
The Instagram things, what happens when you ask your kids to see your Instagram? Have you done that with your children?
I certainly have. So I have twins that are 15 and a 12-year-old.
And what's the reaction when you say that?
Well, if you start early asking kids, when you give them the device, these are the rules. I would like to look at your phone. Then at that point, you understand. But the real issue there is the followers. Most of these kids take pride in how many followers that they actually have. Right. Well, in asking my older daughter, she said 2 months ago, well, I'm up to 1,200. Well, she goes to a very large high school. So I started to ask her individually, who's this, who's that, randomly. And she knew every single one. Well, then my son, I asked, and he has 130 followers. And he says, well, I'm not nearly as popular as Danielle, but I really like my friends. And it was one of these chances for me to parent in this digital age.
Where can parents get more information? Can they, as far as the COPPA thing,
Mark,
on this site?
Yeah, you can go to EVERLOOP.com, and here's the thing. COPPA has changed the rules, and they now are saying it's not enough to just go to a site that is COPPA compliant. EVERLOOP.com includes in there moderation. We don't allow cyberbullying. So from a parent's perspective, we're really a game changer. EVERLOOP.com is the only site that's really doing all of this to protect the kids.
So if it doesn't have that sort of seal on it, that stamp on it, we should be aware.
Exactly. So you look at the EVERLOOP bug, and you know that we're working for you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I mean, with my kids,
24 hours.
your kids are older.
My kids are grown. I don't have to worry
yeah.
about that. I have grandkids, though. I do worry.
Yeah, but you know, I always want to be on guard for that. For more information on COPPA, please visit everloop.com. That's EVERLOOP.com. Hilary,
Thank you,
so
Hilary.
much
Thank
for
you
being
so
here.
much.